Alright my mates, back with another video here for the Cartwright Woking Challenge. Coming towards a bit of a conclusion pretty soon in these videos I guess, but we're into the 6th season with Woking in the Champions League and defending the Premier League title as well. So just going to do a quick recap on where we left off in the last video. So we'd gotten to the Lazio game, which we won. We beat Lazio at home, so great start in the Champions League there. Stopped the video there, and that was followed up by a tight loss to Chelsea there, unfortunately, in the league. Then we drew away to home with Deportivo in the Champions League. It was a pretty decent game. We probably should have won that one, but didn't get the goal. Lost to Aberdeen at home in the Champions League, despite good performances there from some of the players, so that was a bit of a strange one. And then got the act together again in the league with these 3 results there. Big win against Coventry, and then we beat Aberdeen in the return leg. Followed that up with a 6-1 thrashing of Aston Villa in the league, so pretty good form coming through there. And then we did the double over Lazio, which was great because they're a decent team. So that kind of qualified us there, kept things going in the League Cup, beat Deportivo in the final game quite handsomely there. So we qualified from that group, top of the group. Kept things going in the league, 2-1 win over Leeds, which was a big one. And then lost the first game in the second group stage to Porto, 3-2. Seemed a pretty even game, but they were just a bit more composed in front of goal, I guess. Then we've got a 2-0 win against Helsingborg. Brilliant draw getting them in the second stage of the Champions League. So definitely needed the 3 points there. And then we're going to have a back-to-back head-to-head against Valencia, who are pretty mediocre in that Spanish league, I think, but they're in the Champions League. So we've got those guys coming up a bit later on in the season. That won't be till February again. But I just came back to do a video here. I didn't want to leave it with too big of a gap really, because I think what I'm going to do in the video after this one is I'll probably just run it to the end of the season and do a long video just to polish off the Woking Challenge, like I did with the last season there. Didn't seem to diminish the view count doing the longer videos, so I'll just go with that formula to do the final chapter effectively. So we're just going to play through a few games here because we've got a few highlights. We've got Liverpool in the League Cup quarter final here. Then we've got Manchester United away, which they're kind of on our tails here, along with Leeds and Chelsea. But we have got that 2-point lead at the top there. So going pretty well. We've lost 3 games, but to be fair, by this stage last season we'd lost 5. So a bit of an improvement there. And some players are coming into a bit better form as well. If we look at the kind of player stats, no surprise who the main man is up the top here. Marcin Harasimovic. What a player he's been. An absolute legend through this Woking Challenge. That's him on his 5th season for the club now, and he's scored like 170 goals. So phenomenal. He's been the secret really to everything with that attacking midfield role. It's not as Babangida at Leeds as well. Cracking player him. So there we are. That's kind of a recap. No movement in transfers. I said that in the last video. I was not really going to focus on that at all because it's the last season anyway, so I'm not even looking at Bosmans or anything like that. Don't think I'm going to play beyond this season in this game, because we've got the kind of objectives achieved. We're in the Champions League, but I just wanted to do this season just to see how we would actually get on in that. And so far so good. So there we are. Right, so I'm just going to set my bench up here, and I've got João Paiva back from injury. He's had a good start to the season as well, and they're both Paiva and Tomadira are in the Portugal squad now, so happy with that. Evans has been decent in goal as well. His value's gone up, so good turnaround from him. Langfield started the season off badly, so it was good that I had the option to make that change there. So that's where we're at with Woking. 17 games in the league, 12 wins, 12 wins, sorry, 2 drawn, 3 losses. Not dominant, but we're up there, and that's what we want to be. Remember, we haven't been spending a lot of money. Only spent 3.1 on transfers this season. So pretty healthy there, guys. So let's see how we got on with the Toon Army here. Anybody that's been watching these videos as well, if you've got any suggestions, I'd like to hear them for other challenges that we could maybe do. I was thinking about maybe resurrecting fallen giants in leagues, you know, like the German league, the French league. There's a few kind of teams that you can pick up that are kind of relegated and heavily in debt and that kind of thing, so I might look at that. But anything you guys want to see that I've been watching these videos, just let me know, because you know, I'll do a few other things. Maybe these challenges set over like 6 seasons, or they might be a bit time consuming, but this one's been great. It's been a good bit of fun, this one. I've enjoyed this one more than the others, I'd say. So we'll make a wee change here at half time. Maybe just spice up with both the wings there, get a bit of pace on. Unfortunately, we didn't get offered a role in the England setup though, so we were unable to fulfil that part of it. But might actually look at doing a video and pick up an international job, because I've never really done that. I know you can do it if you're, you know, kind of willing to manage any international side like Croatia or Norway or something. You can pick up something like that. So I might look at doing something like that for another video. You know, maybe try and win the World Cup, for example. That would be pretty cool. But it's a 0-0 draw with the Toon. So that was a bit uneventful, folks. Not a disaster though. So here we go, we've got the Mighty Reds against the other Mighty Reds. And we'll give Mircimic a run out. He's not had a game yet this season, and he's been getting the caps for Turkey there, so we'll give him a go. But we're ready to go with that. Actually, I'll put EST back on the bench. I do feel like it's a more solid first 11 than last season, just with the ones I've added in. Particularly João Paiva replacing Samura as first choice striker, because I don't think we were getting enough out of Samura there. And it's another uneventful 45 minutes of football there. Still 0-0 at half time. We'll just try a few things there, why not? Come on, Woking. Keep the treble alive here. Awesome. João Paiva steps up. So it would be pretty awesome if we can finish on a treble here this last season, just to polish it off, and hopefully we can get by Liverpool here. There we go, that was a great result then. So we're into the League Cup semi-final, which is of course a two-leg affair. And then we've got Preston there Preston in the League Cup semi. That's a brilliant draw. Fantastic. So we'll play through to this Man United game on this video, I think, see how we got on against those guys. But we've basically got a bye in the League Cup semi-final there, I would say. Who else is in it? Newcastle derby, so could be a pretty winnable final as well. And we want to be picking up 3 points against Crewe here for sure, because they are one of the weaker teams in the league. Well, they're 10th to be fair, but we are the league champions after all. So not exactly the high scoring results that we've been getting prior to this of late. Seems to be something of a goal drought. Come on, Woking. Get these shooting boots back on again. Piva steps up again. Roy the Rover stuff of late. He was a great wee pick-up. He was frozen out at Liverpool. 2.5 million. And substitute Bertos gets the second goal. That should be safe now, folks, and I'm glad we picked that one up, because we've got a bit of breathing space for Man United there, but Leeds are hot on our trails. If they win their game in hand, it's only a point lead, and it's bang on that halfway stage there. So definitely something of an improvement from last season, folks, because we've only lost 3 games as opposed to 5. So I'm quite happy that the team's just that little touch better, which was all we really needed, given that we won the League Cup and the Premier League. But I am still a little bit dubious that there might be a few teams out there in the Champions League that will have too much for us. But we'll find out when we get there, if we get there. We've got that group to contend with first of all, but I'd be pretty disappointed if we don't at least get second there. If we can beat Porto at home, we should be in a good spot with that, because I'd expect to beat the Swedish team Helsingborg. I'd expect to beat them in the second game against them. There we are, we've got Khalif back. He's been such a good defender of late, really good. Value's starting to go through the roof, and he was a Bosman pickup from Miami Fusion, so happy with that one. So here we go, it's Middlesbrough away. Something of a tricky game against these guys, I've noticed from time to time. I'd say they're one of the more solid mid-table teams in this game for the Premier League. Smolarek steps up. He's been a pretty good addition there. More of an attacking threat on the left wing than the Finland international that I had. And he was just another one frozen out at Feyenoord, so a good pickup. He's got Dutch nationality as well, so it doesn't count as a foreign player, even though he's like a Polish international with 30 caps by now. And João Paiva's keeping this good run going, turning into quite the player. Prodigal son returns. And we're looking pretty good for the second half there, so hopefully another 3 points on the board here. Aston Villa and Everton both in a bit of bother down the wrong end of the table, Newcastle as well. Arsenal struggling, lost 8 games. So there we are, it's another solid 3-0 win. And yeah, I'm saying about goal drought, but we haven't conceded a goal in 6 games since that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention they lost to Everton as well, 1-0. So yeah, that's looking good from a defensive point of view, folks. Looking quite well oiled. And sometimes you just see the benefits of not doing much in the transfer window. Like if you've got your defence set, you've got your kind of first 11 where you want it, then maybe just that kind of 2 or 3 touch-ups is the best approach, because this defence has been solid. And we're going to be putting that to the test, speaking of defence, in this next game. So Man United away, technically the most difficult game of the season when you're playing in the Premier League, or generally will be anyway. So this is a big one to see where we're at, and I'm going to pop Samura in up front there. Let's do it. Man United versus Woking. Early yellow card for Scholes. And a red card would suit me just fine if they get another booking. Oh yeah, Man United have signed Brazilian Ronaldo in the summer. I think he's had a few injury problems. He was kind of frozen out at Inter Milan. So they've got Van Nistelrooy and Ronaldo up front, which is dangerous. We'll make a wee change there, I think. Give Caliph the captaincy. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. There we go. And I'll try. I will leave it at that. There we are. So 0-0 half time. Big 45 minutes coming up here. This would be a fantastic win if we can get it. Come on, Woking. Harasimovic steps up. The Woking legend. What a signing he's been. I need to remind myself, what was it, 150k or something? 140k picked him up for. Brilliant signing. And we're going to hold on here for another clean sheet as well. This is a different Woking. Spoke too soon. But we'll take a draw at Old Trafford. Can't ever complain about that. And what would be 5 points clear of Leeds if they win their game in hand. So 4 points clear, sorry. So that's a good wee spot to be in, folks. I'm quite happy with the way things are going there. We're still in 4 tournaments. We're very much in the running for the Premier League. And we've got a couple of weak cup ties there coming up. I don't think Charlton are any great shakes there, and Preston's in Division 2, so we should get through that. There we are. So I'll definitely come back with the next video. We'll kind of pick up here with this Champions League onslaught, these 4 games, and probably just run that video through at the end of the season, folks. So it's all shaping up for another good season for Woking here, all good signs. And thanks for watching. Next video will probably be the last one in the Woking Challenge. So we're getting to that end. We're getting to almost the ultimate completed it might, which we'll be looking forward to in the next video, which will be a bit of a longer one. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Remember, leave me some comments for other suggestions, and see you in the next video. Cheers.